What's up, y'all? I'm back. Coming in, the 2-0 Patriots versus the 1-1 Houston Texans. Um, oh man, I just love this game. I love those uniforms, the color rush jerseys. Oh man, those are some beautiful ass uniforms. I love the Patriots ones. The dark blue, just looks good. Houston Texans, fuck them. I don't really care about their uniforms. I'm more worried about the Patriots ones, but yeah. Having a good little season to start out. Obviously, Brady balling out. Um, LeGarrette Blount balling. He had after that rough first week, he really turned it around, and I think it's really been a good look for us. Um, I've been glad that he's turned it around, and I hope we can really keep that up going through the season. And oh, look at that, fifth ranked offense, eighth ranked defense. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh man, it's a good game. So how we just jump right in there? So Houston Texans got the ball before he kicked it off to them first. And let's look. Brock Osweiler, trash. Well, damn. DeAndre Hopkins hitting deep down the field. DeAndre Hopkins, honestly, if he was faster, he'd be a much higher ranked wide receiver out of the top ones. He'd get a little bit more respect as a top wide receiver. If I feel like if he was a little bit faster. But hey, you can't really control all that all the time. Mm. Oh, look at these. Oh, look at those. Look at those unis, though. See, man, we had to show those. We had to show them off. Oh, that's just beautiful. Beautiful ass uniforms. Had to put Eric Rowe back there at safety for a little bit. With Devin McCourty being out, I just feel like Eric Rowe, he had a good little rating at the free safety spot. So we had to make that change for a little bit as while Devin McCourty is recovering from his injury. It'll only be until he comes back because we need Eric Rowe at that nickel spot. Nickel spot it's a big spot, and look at that. Who is that? Trey Flowers? Oh, Trey Flowers, killing it. The young player making them plays. Brock Osweiler, he ain't seen shit. He ain't got no awareness. Brock Osweiler got that ring. I mean, he played good in Denver for those 2 games, but he was on a Super Bowl caliber team. No expectations for teams when they're playing against him, but when he actually had to be the man running everything, he was trash this year, which I knew was going to happen. I don't know why he still went and paid him. Now they traded him to Cleveland, and Cleveland probably going to trade him. So we ended up getting the ball back, and, well, we were getting a couple penalties and getting a long second down, but we got Brady. Tom Brady, the GOAT. He can do whatever. No matter what he wants, and look at Dola. Just beautiful. Beautiful. If you can if you're a true football fan, you can really just respect when you see a good quarterback step up in the pocket and rocket it. I feel like that is just the most beautiful and graceful thing to watch in football. If you're a true football fan, then you will understand that feeling of just watching the quarterback of your team step up in the pocket and make a good, solid, tough throw through the middle of the field that just only receiver would get it, just hit him right in the numbers. That is just music. It just flows and just beautiful. Can't deny it. Just like whenever you if anybody that played basketball, if you had just had that one shot that for some reason the minute you flick your wrist for that jumper, you just naturally start walking back. No reason, no true reason to why you're doing it. You just it's your body just knows it's gonna go in. It's kind of like that, except for QB stepping up in the pocket and throwing like that. Oh, beautiful. So yeah, we ended up, working our way down to the field in the red zone. Beautiful drive, Tom Brady, and you've got to be kidding me. See Bennett, we want really we really I felt like we really needed to get Bennett. Oh wait, hold up. Oh, beautiful uniforms. It's beautiful. Oh man. Okay, but yeah, back to what I was saying is I feel like we really needed to get Bennett involved in our offense more. Um, I feel like we weren't getting the production that we truly needed out of him, and we really needed to change that to like turn that around. And well, that was a beautiful pocket, but nobody open. Oh well. So we end up settling for a field goal and kicking it off to Houston. Then getting him a third down and long position. They tried to run the ball and they just didn't. And you gotta be kidding me. Brock Osweiler finding DeAndre Hopkins. The talent that Houston has, they are literally a quarterback away from taking over. I mean, they're on a weak division, so they're gonna make the playoffs every year. It just matters if they can beat Pittsburgh, New England, and other teams. But but you know, QB is it's a hard position for any team to find. So it's not something that just comes out of nowhere. It's it's a position that everybody tries to fill. Once you have a good quarterback, you can build around him. But that's the hard part is finding a good quarterback. And who just got hurt? Okay, so Lamar Miller got hurt. Alfred Blue, the boy out of LSU. It's not a bad backup. It's a very strong backup. I can tell you that. But then look at that, the strong kid, the strong guy making plays. All right, so I'm just going down. Okay, and play action. And just damn, Will Fuller? Shit. Well, sometimes speed kills, especially in Madden. I feel like if it was real life, Malcolm Butler wouldn't get burnt like that, but it's Madden. That speed, especially with like no help around the field and woo, blunt force trauma, baby, coming around, showing Houston what they were showing on film. Blunt's trying to show them what film shows. See, that's the thing. When teams try to prepare for a team, you don't really truly see what film shows. You just see the idea. You see what you think you want to stop. But you don't really feel the true punishment of teams. It's just like, back in the day when people wanted to stop Jerome Bettis and like you want to stop Adrian Peterson or you just want like Earl Campbell, like or Barry Sanders. Like you can see how quick or strong and how much they truck people or juke them out, but until you are playing it, you don't truly understand or appreciate um, how hard it truly is to stop them. And it's a hard thing. Like film doesn't really truly show how fast somebody is moving. Film, like somebody could be like, it just looks weird. Like somebody doesn't look that fast, but they're running by everybody. You don't truly notice and you just assume they're fast, and you don't truly notice how fast they are until you're on the field with them and they're gone. So I mean, hey. So we end up going to that play ended up taking us to the second quarter, and just wow, this is a beautiful drive by Brady, orchestrated just down the field, nickel and dime, and everybody down the field. That Jules, yeah, that was Jules. Just nickel and dime him down the field. Brady, doing what he does best, showing people what he do, taking it down to the red zone, and Dola, beautiful touchdown, beautiful play call thrown up by Josh McDaniels. I feel like Madden needs to add. Feel like they need to add the aspect of first draft classes like 2K does. Just allow us to be able to like upload draft classes. Like, can you just do that at least? Like, I understand too. Oh, there you go. Who's that? Jabal Sheard, boy, monster. But yeah, just like I understand like the college football, like the lawsuit and everything, but at least just let us make our own draft classes. Like it's completely separate from NCAA. Like 2K got it, and so but yeah, like I feel like Madden really needs to add a few aspects back. They need to add defensive assignments back, where you could put your number one corner on the number one receiver. They need to. They just need to add draft classes. They need, like just like like I love Madden, but there's like so many like little things that they've taken out over the years that you just need to stop taking out. Like it just makes no sense to why you take certain things out, especially the defensive assignments one. I feel like out of all the things they've taken out, that was the dumbest. Like it just randomly took it out. Like that one was great, especially it was like happening when Darrell Revis was going around shutting everybody down. And why? Because we don't really have a true lockdown corner in the NFL right now. You just have to decide to just take it out. Like this makes no sense to me. So okay, but yeah, Houston ended up punting the ball. We ended up dinking and dunking down the field a little bit, and working our way down the field. And look at Martellus Bennett. When I said we needed to get him involved this week, we needed to get him involved. He hadn't really been doing much after that big free agency signing. We needed to change it up. Dion Lewis, see, it's just a great attack. Like I can't stress it enough. LeGarrette Blount, Dion Lewis, James White. That is just a dangerous like attack. And look at that, Gronk. Go. When it's all said and done, if he stays healthy, he will be the best tight end of all time. Especially if he gets Brady for about two more seasons. I mean, me as a Patriots fan, I can realistically say Brady maybe has 2 more years left in him. I also got to see how he does this next season. I mean, we're going to have Brandon Cooks. Our defense still going to be there and stuff. But, like, I got to see how he does this year because no matter what, Father Time will hit Brady sooner or later. I mean, it happens to all people. I mean, Brady ain't, like, all people. So, like, I think Brady can definitely play at the age 40 and play at the level he was last year. But it was truly a blessing in disguise this year for him to be suspended for the first 4 games of the season. Like, people probably thought that was going to screw us over, but that was great for Brady because at his age, him having to sit for those first 4 games truly saved him. Like, it took away, like, multiple hits that he would have probably taken in those first 4 games. So, like, that's gonna keep him. That literally kept a season under him. Like his body will be able to take it. So like next year with a whole full 16-game season, I got to see how he's doing. He'll be breaching 40. So I guess we gotta see like how that's really truly gonna fare out. And boom, okay, let's go. Wolfwood didn't want to take that. You don't want to, going across that middle is a scary place. It's a very terrifying place. And, oh, well, here we go, holding. It took me so long to accept that. But Brock Osweiler, I don't understand why this man has a starting job. I don't understand why he ever got a starting job. And, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Madden really be helping out the CPU sometimes. It truly do. Truly do. Nobody ever picks up a fumble that clean ever in this game, but he just goes around, just picks it up like it's the easiest thing in the world. But okay, we end up getting the ball back. Actually, I ended up taking us to the second half. Actually, I ended up taking us to the second half. We got the ball, digging and dunking down the field. Nothing truly happened before halftime, so we decided to take that out. And man, you gotta cut that up the field, James. You gotta cut that up the field. You had plenty of room. Come on, man. Let's go, Edelman. Jules. Ooh, what that beautiful juke. Man, people underestimate Julian Edelman. Minitron is a monster. They really underestimate him. I don't understand why, because he's been doing it for a long time, and I don't see what like you could possibly see that would make you not believe in the greatness. But hey, I can't judge. And look at that! Look at Floyd. You know, people probably thought he was done. I mean, he was almost a bust. I mean, he had that good season for Arizona last year, and yeah, but people sort of thought he was a bust. I mean, this year he was playing like complete trash. Like he was non-existent. It was a great place for him to go to New England after his DUI, and he looked stupid on that DUI. If there's one place that people need to go if you're getting in trouble and you're not doing anything right, go to New England. But just remember, if you go to New England, don't make it there, then your career's done. So there's certain places that always over the years, like if you know they went somewhere, they were done. And it's like most of the time we get the players that, oh, what a goal. And we heard Brock Osweiler. Rob Ninkovich, oh man, just a great player. I mean, I feel bad. I never want to see somebody get hurt. Never want to see somebody get hurt. I've been injured myself, and it's just not a good feeling. Never want to see somebody out, especially since when you're playing against somebody, you don't want any excuses coming from that team. You want to play the best players on that respective team. You don't want no excuses like, oh, our quarterback was hurt, oh, our best guy was out. You want to beat them. You want to beat the best team they have. You want to beat the best, because to be the best, you got to beat the best. And when a big player's out, you don't feel like you get the just service. But also, if you lose to that team when the best player's out, then you feel like shit. So kind of go with the game, along with the sport. And hitting Gronk down. Oh man, Gronk, you gotta hit that. You gotta hit that sideline, bruh. Gotta hit that sideline. 4 receptions, 52 yards for Gronk. It's a solid game. Especially since we really spread Tom Brady really spreads the ball around. He's always had that thing. Definitely spreads the ball around. We have a lot of weapons. Oh, okay, Martellus Bennett. That double tight end attack is just beautiful. Right now in the contract negotiations for Bennett, he wants more money, and the way that we're gonna run this is we're Bill Belichick. We're not gonna pay you. We're not gonna pay you any more money than what we originally offered. We're gonna be lowballing people in free agency and all that stuff. Like the only person that I feel will deserve money is Tom Brady, just because I'm gonna squeeze as much as I possibly can out of Tom Brady. Like if Tom Brady doesn't leave and he wants to, and some free agency bullshit happens, whatever. Because I've seen that one time in Madden where I was doing a little simming and stuff, we're trying to do some rebuild simulations, and Brady ended up actually being in the league after like another season and was a free agent, and that was just weird to see. So we gotta check that out, and damn, we gotta check that out. So if Brady is definitely gonna be the guy we sign at any time. So I ended up getting us a first down. I don't know how it did. Like I remember playing that, and I was like, oh, we got a first down on that shit. And blunt force trauma, just laying the wood. Blunt force trauma, would you really want to talk about that guy? I mean, if you do say something wrong to him, he's gonna knock you the fuck out. Like everybody knows this. Just like when he was at U of O, and when he was, I think, Tennessee, after he got traded, because I forgot who he originally got drafted. No, he got drafted by Tennessee, and Tennessee traded him real quick. Then he had been Tampa. I mean, he had good years in Tampa. Like, I mean, I don't know, for somebody that big, I'm hurdling people as much as he did. That was crazy. And Gronk with another touchdown. Gronk is having a great year. I was really upset to see him getting hurt this year, and I knew he was going to get hurt. The Madden curse is still alive. The Madden curse is either that your team's not going to do as good, and you're not going to have as good of a year, and other than that. So we ended up getting the ball back. Houston didn't do shit, but we ended up doing this drive, trying to just end the game, and we didn't get it. We really truly just wanted to end the game, Like that first down probably could have really just helped us run the clock down, and we didn't get it. We're trying to be real aggressive. Like we're an aggressive team. We go forward on some fourth downs that we feel like we should have gotten the first down with. And I just feel like that one, don't regret the call. You can't regret it. We're aggressive. We got the lead. And I feel like even if we did almost fall apart, we could really, truly, truly keep the lead. And so, seeing the passes like that really helps me in this game because I had to adjust the sliders. I ended up looking on, I think, Operation Sports for these certain people just put on certain sliders for all Madden ratings. And I loved it because I was like playing, I forgot who I was playing, but then the backup quarterback came in and was playing better than the starter. And that makes me mad because it's like, it wasn't like a team where it was like the backup is just as good. Like, it just made me mad because Madden really needs to have that disparity between the starter and the backup. Like, starter goes down, like the team's going to struggle. Like, he's not going to be able to make certain throws. Like, he's an NFL quarterback who'll be able to make like throws, but he's not going to be able to make all the throws that the starter will be able to make, and that's just realistic. So adjusted the sliders for all of us, and I'll actually probably end up showing those in one video, but until then, yep. So they ended up getting a touchdown, but they didn't do anything with it after that. They ended up kicking it down deep to us, and that's how the game ended. 31-24 victory over the Houston Texans. Easy shit. So let's take a quick look at the stats. Tom Brady, 4 touchdowns, just balling out like he always does. 269 yards, only sacked. Oh, sacked 0 times. Okay, but now with Garrett Blount, 136 yards. No touchdowns, but, I mean, what does it really matter? 8%. See, that was a solid game. We spread the ball to everybody. Brady finds everybody. Anybody you want the ball, you're going to get it. Like, so being like a lot of tackles, a lot of defensive players making plays. Trey Flowers and Rob Ninkovich, Ballshear getting sacks. That's just beautiful. Beautiful defensive play. But all right, so we're gonna advance a week here, go to week 4, and before that, so look at that. So for first, we need to sign Dante Hightower back. That is the pillar to our defense, the front runner. And then we need to do that. We need to sign LeGarrette Blount. Probably squeeze as much out of him, especially since he's really balling out for us right now. We need to just get him back. There's a couple people I want to sign back, so I'm not going to really push anybody for more money. And let's go with Martellus Bennett right before this video ends. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah. He wanted more money. Oh, well. Peace out.